Coach, since last we talked to you, not much has changed except you guys have gotten hotter. And Shimmy was just saying, in a moment like this, it's hard to believe, but you just have to enjoy it because you realize you're in the midst of something special.
Well, that's the big thing I want them to enjoy. I said at the beginning of the year, it's always one of my biggest goals is I want it to be one of the funnest experiences of their whole life. I think college basketball season should be that way. Obviously, sometimes they're more fun than others, depending on how much success you had. But this has been an incredibly fun season, and I hope it ends up with some of the same feelings that we have right now.
What's the feeling like? Because when I was watching the UConn game, it just seems like there's a point where you guys exhibit we're the best team on this court. That's the confidence I saw.
Yeah, there's a lot of confidence in these guys. You can see it, you can feel it. It has grown over time. Obviously, we weren't incredibly confident on day one. We were kind of a new team, finding our way a little bit. But not too long after, or about the time December hit, I think we started to find a stride, and you can definitely see it in every game. We've had all kinds of different games. We jump out with a big lead. We get a big deficit at halftime. We play close for a long time, find a way to win at the end. We've kind of covered the whole gamut, but the one constant is their fight, their will to win and their confidence to win, and that's one of the reasons they're a special group.
What will it mean to clinch at least a share of the regular season conference championship with a victory tomorrow?
Yeah, it mean a lot. That's the first goal always going in is the conference season. I think sometimes because of all the attention that is on the NCAA tournament, which starts, I think, if I'm not mistaken, in June. That's all we ever hear about. Sometimes, we lose sight of what an accomplishment conference championships are, how hard they are. We are in a really good position, but at the same time, I hate it whenever the cart gets put in front of the horse. I want to make sure the horse is positioned correctly here. We still have a lot of work to do, but we are proud to be in this position, and now at least it's in our hands.
What would you say to people who are now just, learning about Shimmy Ojale? I mean, for some people, it's taken half the season to even learn how to pronounce his name, and now he's being talked about as one of the better players in this country.
What would I say? I guess I would say, are you a bear? Have you been hibernating all winter? I mean, what are you doing? Because he's been pretty darn good start to finish. He certainly, whatever accolades and attention he's getting, he richly deserves, and I don't know who's sleeping on him right now.
Awesome. That's it for me.
Coach, you mentioned not putting the cart before the horse, and as good as you guys have been about taking it one day at a time, do you even worry a little bit like, hey, it's easy to get caught looking ahead or anything like that?
Yes, because when you're a coach, you worry about everything, and you figure out all the things that you can worry about. And at this particular moment, that is the worry. A friend of mine told me a long time ago that in this profession, you don't get paid for you to have fun. You get paid to worry about all the things so that everyone else can have fun. And that's kind of the feeling I have right now. But I also have a lot of trust in these guys. They're an amazing group, and I do know that they know what's at stake. And watching how competitive they've been all year long, I have confidence that they're not going to overlook. They know the task at hand, and they know what we have to do.
And against Tulsa last year, last game, a little slower start that turned you guys over before kind of separated in the second half.
Yeah, when I've watched the Tulsa film, obviously preparing for this, and you looked at the final score. We played them a month ago, so you don't remember all the specifics, and the final score looked pretty good. But the truth of it, that was not indicative at all of the game that was played. The game was very close for a long time. Thought they did a great job in a lot of areas. Ironically, in our series, for whatever reason, in the last 11 games that Tulsa and us have played, the home team has won once, and that's sobering, So that's again why you can never overlook, you can never prejudge, anything in my mind in college basketball. Our next game is always our most important game, regardless of consequence, and hopefully that's the narrow thinking that we have right now.
Awesome news.